This event was incredible, and one of the most amazing sightings we have ever experienced. Although it took place on the 7th of June 2016 at 1 in the morning, the full story began on the 5th. Almost 2 days earlier, when a very loud, low-level, jet aircraft whining sound was heard over our house. It lasted for just a few seconds, but upon looking for the jet that caused it, it was nowhere to be seen. We expected to see an aircraft flying about 1 or 2 houses up in height from ours, but nothing was apparent. It vanished. Whatever it was must have been extremely low and big to have made such a heavy, all-pervasive, close proximity noise. Later, the same day, but on the early evening, the front of the house shook violently. The doors and windows rattled as if we were experiencing an earthquake or similar natural occurrence. Maybe a sonic boom, a road accident, a car or truck crash perhaps. After looking around for debris, there was none, and debating the possibilities, we came to the conclusion that it was too weird to be a natural, normal or regular type of event. It was inexplicable. The next day began quite normally. It was the 6th of June, and apart from the odd cloud here and there, the sky was blue and bright. It was warm, and we decided to watch the sky from our rear garden. Before long, the sky filled with jets making chemtrails, and we watched as the sky slowly filled with weird-shaped and strange-looking clouds. By late afternoon, the sky was covered in chem clouds. It was a virtual whiteout. Whilst watching and photographing the earlier weird sky formations, we saw 3 or 4 orb-like objects traversing a mainly east-west path. One of them was grey-black, which glinted in the sunshine and flashed its own light before disappearing over rooftops. It was below cloud height, and it was slow, silent and about an eighth of a mile away. By the early evening, the chem clouds had all but dissipated. The sky was a clear powder blue color, and it was warm. Later that evening we saw 6 or more white orbs milling about on various flight paths. And much later we noticed 3 really bright and colorful star-like objects in the local sky. One was blue-green, another was white, with hints of blue and red. And there was an orange-red one. This one was the most apparent as it seemed bigger, closer and brighter than the others. An hour or so later, we saw several bright flashes of white light at the front street side of the house, and then some more at the rear. They lit up a nearby house like a huge floodlight would. Note: anticipating more action in the sky above them, witness 1 retreats indoors to locate a video camera, which takes just a few seconds. Meanwhile, witness 2 experiences a strange flash of electric white light that completely lights up the sky. A different kind of whiteout. This short burst of strobe strength light illuminated the whole area and was very strange. Witness 1 returned with the camera but saw nothing whilst indoors. It was a unique experience for witness 2. After watching the sky fill with more unusual, non-regular objects, orbs included, a very bright, electric blue-white light flew in from the northwest. It was big, and it flew silently and quite slowly across the sky in a southeasterly direction. Note: it was filmed by the witness, and the footage of this object, a flying saucer-type spacecraft, will be made available soon. It was getting late, almost 1 in the early morning, and witness 1 suggested they go indoors and check for any unusual activity via a front-of-house window before viewing the saucer footage. Armed with a low-res camera and a better video camera this time, both witnesses see and record a most exciting and rare event as it unfolds before their very eyes. A small dot of light appears about an eighth of a mile away, in the southwest just above local rooftops. This light begins to grow, get bigger and brighter. It appears to change color, glowing orange, yellow and red, and grows to the size and looking like a small sun. It grew to the size of a 10-pence piece held at arm's length from a tiny white dot. Then it suddenly ceased growing, and an object, looking like a dark blue, metallic wing with several lights along its body, Materialized. It was viewed through a monocular that was mounted on the camera at the same time of filming, and through this it looked more wing-like, or bar or triangular, than it does in the footage. We filmed it on both cameras, and the low-res second cam caught most of its early stages of materialization. Note: footage from the low-res second camera is currently being produced. The video camera captured most of the action, albeit shaky with excitement/apprehension, until it disappeared over a nearby building and flew on, silently and fairly slowly, around 30 mph, traversing a north-northeast trajectory.